Hey guys, let me invite. Whoops. Hi guys. Waiting for Ashley to pop in. I don't own rights to music, so hey guys. Oh, hi Heather. Yeah, I'm all right. Doing all right. Okay, let's bring Ash in. Maybe. If my phone will let me. Add. Hey, we're getting Ash in here. And I'm loading a bowl. Hey Julie, how you doing, sweetie? Can't seem to get it lit. Waiting for Ashley to come on in. Give me a moment. Let's see if we can get Ash to come in. Could you ask your followers not to stalk your other followers with selling, please? Absolutely. You know something, guys? I have been trying to catch all of these idiots that are posting this stuff on my timeline. It's not acceptable. I don't want them posting it on yours. I don't want them posting it on mine. So yeah, guys, if you want to sell cannabis, that's fine and dandy. You do it on your time. You do it on your pages. Stay the hell off of mine. Stay off my people. That's not what they're here for. So yeah, don't stalk my followers. Don't ask any of my followers to purchase your cannabis. Do not post in my lives. Nothing like that. Please understand that I am a legal person. So what you're doing is highly illegal. Stay the fuck out of my feed. Let me see if I can get her to come in. Yeah, guys, Julie Jenkins is not in a legal cannabis state right now, so please don't bug her as well. In states where it is illegal, please understand that once it is put up into those groups, you will get caught, especially in states that are illegal. Don't do it. I can see it's not letting you in. Try it again. Sorry, trying to get Ashley to be able to come into the chat. For some reason, it's not letting her come in. But what we wanted to discuss today is some of the medical benefits to having cannabis in your daily diet. Because people don't really talk about it. There is a difference between ingesting cannabis and smoking cannabis. There's a big difference. So for those of you that don't understand that there is a difference between smoking cannabis and eating cannabis, that's why we're here today. There are a lot of medical benefits to ingesting whole cannabis. Anti-inflammatory properties, there's all kinds of them. Let me see why I can't get her in here. Ashley, try to go out of the group, turn your power cycle your phone, and then try to come back in and see if it'll let you that way. So turn your phone on and off, and then let your phone reset and see if you can come in that way. That's about the best I can do. Facebook's and some of their rules sometimes on letting people do lives is kind of difficult. So you have to come out, close your phone down, let it redo a full reset, and then go back in. So that's what I recommend. And then try to come back in. As soon as you come back in, Ashley, I will bring you back in, or try to bring you in. So one of the other things I also want to kind of debunk today is that stoners are fat and lazy, because this is so far from the truth nowadays that it's not funny. Most stoners or medical cannabis patients actually are more active with cannabis than they are without it. I know that when we did the weekend show on Saturday and we were able to shoot and everything, it's a huge thing to be able to get those on and off the feet. So yeah, that's how we have to work them. Guys, if cannabis is a legality in your state, make sure that you hit your senators, your congressmen, your representatives into these videos. Share these videos on their pages, especially if you're in a state that it is illegal. By putting my face up there, I can't get in trouble because I am in a legal marijuana state. So sharing my post on some of those politicians' stuff is a really good idea. I do want them to talk to me. I do want them to explain to me why cannabis is such a problem. So, yeah, if you decide you want to take some of these videos and tag them onto Jeff Sessions' profiles, I don't care, do it. If you're governors, if you're senators, if any of these people aren't cannabis friendly and you want to, start tagging them onto these videos and onto these posts, because that's the only way they're going to see them. So that is one way to help get that out there. With education, we have to help and share that around. So the more of us that shares these to those pages, the better off we are. They can't deny proof when it's put in front of them. So get as much of this information out as possible. I do say, tag my face in it. I don't care if Jeff Sessions comes and knocks on my door. I would absolutely adore a sit-down conversation with him on the air. I want him to explain to me why cannabis is so bad. If I have a 20% cancer reduction, since I did the RSO diary, which I will be going back on here soon, I want him to explain to me why cannabis is so bad. If it's curing my cancer and giving me my life back, then I really do need some of these. I need Jeff Sessions to explain to me why he thinks that cannabis is bad. These are answers we need. Without them, we're not going to win. So tag them, push them in the video, put my videos on their pages. The more shit we put in front of them, the better off we are. Let's see if I can get her in. So yeah, I do say, tag them in my video. Get my videos on their pages. Tag them on their Twitter feeds. Get this on their page. Yeah. All they can do is say, "Hi, sweetie." See, that's how you do it.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you? I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. So you guys were talking about the medical benefits of eating cannabis. Tell me what you guys came up with.
Okay. Yeah. I actually wanted to tell you a story, because for about 3 years now, I've been to the doctor, and the doctor has told me you don't have a lining in your stomach anymore. It's going to be hard to eat certain things. And for like the past 3 years, every morning when I wake up, the first thing I have to do is go throw up, because whatever was sitting on my stomach that night. And so I turned to cannabis and started smoking it. It was helping for a little while, but then I tried edibles, and for the first time, in about 3 years, I finally woke up not in pain.
That's awesome.
Not where the stomach is going to throw up.
So have you
So
tried
that's
any of those
why I
edibles I
wanted
sent
to.
home with you?
Yeah, yeah. That was what got. That was what I woke up to yesterday. Was just the feeling of being able to wake up and feel good and not feel groggy and in pain.
Good. I'm
And that's
glad.
why I wanted to that's why I wanted to talk about the different effects of, the different benefits of eating cannabis versus smoking cannabis, because there's a
Okay.
big, big difference in that.
Yes, there is. The reactions can actually be different too. For some people
Mhm.
that eat edibles that have never done it before, they find that the high can be more intense. Sometimes the high can freak them out because they're not ready for it. It is a different type of high.
Mhm.
So I've even had patients tell me that with the first time that they ate edibles, they almost got suicidal because they were very panicky. But once
Mhm.
that got out of their system, they started to understand and they felt better. So, and it was just,
Mhm.
it wasn't that they were actually suicidal. It was more that it freaked them out, is all it was.
Yeah. It was the
So,
intensity of the high that freaked him out. And that's
mm-hmm.
one thing that I've noticed about eating edibles is that you're not supposed to eat a ginormous fixing all at once. You take it a little bit at a time. If you
Absolutely.
eat the whole gram, yeah, you're gonna get a panic high because that's a lot of weed in your system right there.
Yes, it is.
But if you take one a piece, you're good. You feel fine. It's not overloaded. It's not underloaded. It's neutral.
Yeah. So, how much of the are you finding? How are my edibles for you? Are they strong? Are they?
I will say they have a strong flavor to them.
Yeah,
Definitely for sure. They do have a strong flavor to them, but they are good and they do help. Now, I don't like I said, I don't take the whole brownie in all at once. I
yeah. You're
just
not
do
supposed
like
to.
quarter.
Yeah, that's how you're
So,
actually
but
supposed to do it.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. The first time I did, I want to say it was a whole brownie, but it had like 3 grams of freaking cannabis in it. And I was in so much pain that and I hadn't eaten in a couple of days. So I was like, I need as much of this shit to hit my system right now as possible. So I ate the entire brownie, and I'll tell you what, I was fucking toast for 2 days.
Yeah, yep. If it's not, if you're not careful about what you're doing, yeah. The first time I ever tried edibles, I was probably high for 3 days because I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, that and every time you smoke, you get higher on top of it. So that edible
Mhm.
is in your system, and then you'll either smoke because a lot of people that smoke cannabis smoke tobacco as well. I don't, as you saw my face when I grabbed brother's cigarette this weekend.
I didn't realize what it was. I took a bag of it.
No, I think I turned green. So yeah,
Mm.
but taking that hit, what happens is that edible, the cannabis that's in that edible, still makes it to your lungs. So then you take another hit of either cannabis or tobacco, and it reactivates that edible in your system. So
Mhm.
that's another way of doing it. So, and I've done that when
Mhm.
I'm in a lot of pain. I'll eat an edible and then I'll wait an hour or two, and then I'll take a big dab off of my nectar collector or something, and then
Mhm.
I'm good for the day. I don't have to do anything else for the rest of the day.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But
how much edibles do you have left? Because what did you eat?
the brownie's gone. But I still have both bags of Rice Krispies left. And I'm taking it easy on those because those ones are the real strong ones. The brownie was pretty strong, but I
Yeah,
managed to
those Rice Krispie
eat
treats
that.
are pretty. Yeah, those Rice Krispies are pretty potent.
They are. They are.
Well,
I ate
I
like
had a
a little less than half of one, and I'm good for the day.
well, I had a friend. She's like, "I dare you to get me high." I'm like, "Oh, you don't want to do that with me, hun. You don't want to do that with me because I will get you high." So that's what those Rice Krispie balls came from.
Yeah. Yep.
So what did you think of the nectar collector? That's the first time you've ever used one, isn't it?
Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever used a nectar collector, and it was pretty awesome. I was like, this is new, and how do I use it? And he showed me, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. I took like a little hit off it. I was like, whoa, this
Yeah.
is this is potent stuff right here.
Yeah. Well, I got challenged to do a gram dab, and I haven't done it yet. That's not going to be that big of a deal. I can do the gram without a problem. I can't do it all at one time. I have to do it in 2 hits. I just don't
Right.
have the lung capacity to try to do it in one.
Some people do, some people don't.
But yeah, there's this guy that was on YouTube who did a 28.5 gram dab challenge. I was like,
Woo!
holy shit. Yeah, and he did it all in one breath, or well, he kept it all going. You got to watch him. It's freaking cool. And then the reclaim that was left over, he donated it to the Children's Hospital for the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still do. I'll always be a smoker by heart. But I love being introduced to new things, like edibles, and I want to try some of that tea that you make. Um, and I want to learn how to make the canna butter too, to cook with.
Okay. I actually am going to be doing canna butter again either this afternoon or Thursday.
Okay,
So
sounds good.
I want to do honey too. So I got to get a hold of the honey dude so I can go out and pick up the natural honey.
Yeah,
Because I do the honey in my tea.
yeah.
So yeah, Chad says try the coconut oil. I am actually going to do one other thing. One of the things that I cook with a lot is bacon grease. So I'm going to be infusing some bacon grease this week too. Um,
Ooh,
yeah, because I cook
fun.
with it. I love to cook with bacon grease. So I think it'll be really cool to see how it turns out. And I'm going to use a distillate instead of flour. So
Nice,
it'll
nice.
have a strong bacon flavor to it without the cannabis flavor, but it's going to be freaking potent.
Bacon flavored cannabis.
Yeah.
Sounds yummy.
Yeah, bacon flavored. So yeah, I'm gonna do some bacon grease, and I'm gonna do some coconut oil at some point. But the oil that I'm gonna do is gonna be for lotion and bath salt.
Oh, okay.
So because I want to do a video for bath salt or that type of the the hand lotion or something with the cannabis in it and show how that's done because that stuff works great in the evenings and stuff when you're trying to relax to go to sleep at night. Putting that in your bath or
Yeah,
rubbing it on
yeah.
really helps.
That's what I do with my edibles is I'll take just like a corner piece of an edible before I go to bed and I'll eat it and then I'll go like smoke bowl real quick and then I can go to bed no problem. But you know, if I don't have anything, then I'm up all night. Like I have insomnia and
Yeah.
it's hard when everybody else in your house is asleep and you're like, I want to go to sleep.
Yeah, Chad says the good thing about the coconut oil is you can use it for an edible or topical. Yeah, that's the biggest reason why I like the coconut oil. There's enough fat in that coconut oil to where it infuses beautifully. And it's a great hand cream, especially if you have the arthritis in your hands. Don will even use it because it helps with because he's diabetic and he's insulin dependent diabetic. So he uses it because insulin causes cramping in feet and hands and legs and stuff. So he'll use the coconut oil in place of hand cream to help with that. And it does a lot of good for him.
Very nice.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that sometime soon. So, and then yeah, and then the next time you come over, we'll actually cook something.
Yeah.
And infuse something. I don't infuse anything with brother around because his stomach can't handle it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why there wasn't too much infused on Thanksgiving.
Just the Rice Krispies.
Yeah, and the lemon cookies.
I didn't get to try the lemon cookie. I just tried the Rice Krispies.
I haven't tried either one yet. So.
They're very good.
Huh?
I said they're potent, but they're good.
Yeah. So did you figure out what your first project's going to be?
My first project is I have a story right now. I don't know if I want to turn it into a history lesson or if I just want to tell like a Wild West story about it. But I have some pictures put together, and I'm going to put everything all on a disc. And then I'll bring it over to you and we can review it. And then if you want to put it on your website, then you can put it on your website. I also have another bio that I want to do.
Okay.
I'm revising my bio.
That's good. We do need to do that because I do need to get that on the website too.
Yeah.
But your bio is going to have to be at least 500 to 1,000 words, darling.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, what I can do is I can put it on a disc for you, and next time I come over there, well, we can put it in the computer and review it, and then, work on it with you and I together.
Yeah, that's fine. That works.
I mean, I got a couple of projects going on right now, but at the moment, right now, I'm just working on the pictures that I took when we were out there. Trying to figure out.
Do you want to tell everybody what the assignment was?
The assignment was.
And I'm the one that gave the assignment, by the way.
Yeah. Well, because for those of you who don't know, I'm her intern. I'm also her cousin.
Yeah.
By blood. But she's given me a project to do. The assignment, I believe it was a 2,000-word essay. Is that right?
Story, yeah. Yeah.
Story, essay, biography about. I went out to her place and took some pictures, and we're gonna do some stuff with that. It'll be cool. Post it up online.
Basically what it is I want her to start using her imagination a little bit more. I want her to become a little bit more creative. Our family is extremely creative people. And by that, I mean, we've made some very interesting choices in our pasts. some interesting choices that we probably should have never made. But as a family and as a whole, we have some issues going on.
Yeah. And what better way to tell that story than to do it with the land that you live on? I think that's awesome.
Right. So yeah, that's I have found in the last couple of years that some of the ways that I can get through my day is through creativity. I love to write. And I understand that a lot of people can't write and they don't do well at writing or they just don't like it. which I don't blame by any means. So the assignment was to come up with a creative idea. If it was going to be written, if it was going to be a story, it had to be at least 2,000 words to make it good and interesting as a starter for her. But she can do it any way she wants to. She can do it with pictures. She can do it with, in school, we teach you to write fables. So that's a story, has a purpose, and yeah. But we're not going to end it there. Ashley and I have the same photos. Ashley's going to do her story, and I'm going to do mine. There'll be two totally. We're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna do our own things, and then we're gonna compare when we're finished to see what's going on. So it's not just her project; it's mine as well, and it's to see how we can both interpret something using the same photography to make it interesting. So that's kind of what I've done, and the reason why I posed this to Ashley is because I wished forever that somebody would have challenged me more creatively when I was in school versus educationally, because I do have a lot of writing talent. I do write for magazines and stuff now, and this is something I wish I would have known a long time ago, because I would have done it. I love doing it. It makes me happy to be able to do it. So I want her to be able to find something that inspires her, that moves her creativity, and lets her grow as a person. But I want her to do it using cannabis. And the reason for that is because I want her to break away from those restrictions and chains of the brain, or that get out of the box and see how interesting she can do it on her own. So that's kind of why we did it. Uh-oh, am I losing you, kid? I think I'm losing you. Uh-oh. Well, I guess we will go ahead and stop this live here for today, just because once we get into this type of difficulties, it only gets worse. So I will see you guys later. Ashley, I will give you a call in a few minutes. Bye, guys. Can she say bye? No. Bye. Yeah, Fable, yes. Bye, Heather.